Phasmophobia just added 3 brand new ghost types, and they don't behave anything like we've seen before. Today I'll break down each ghost, their unique behaviors, and evidence, and how to identify them safely so you don't learn the hard way. First things first though, we have the new update, the patch notes. I'm going to go over them real fast and then we'll get into the ghosts. So, first thing is we have Krampus. This is the Winter's Jest update, and Krampus is returned. Hearing reports of unidentified ghost types appearing across the country, proceed with caution and report any information you gather on your investigations to HQ. Good luck. So the new things obviously they have are the Winter's Jest, which is the annual winter event, and Krampus returning. So there's a limited time ghost model across any of the event maps during Winter's Jest, and if you have any more information, if you need any more information rather, you can go to the announcement blog. We also get double XP and rewards for the first week, which is the 16th to 23rd, which is this week. You can earn double XP and money from all investigations. If you do the challenge mode, you get like $10,000. It's absolutely insane. Love it. Some changes that they have put in here are that the Banshee will now present only as female names and ghost models. Krampus is now defined as a male and will only represent as so names and ghost models. So this could give you an idea. Also the Dayan, the new one of the new ghosts, also will only represent as a female, I think, as well as names and ghost models. And so therefore, if you go to any of the maps that are part of the Christmas event that will show up with a little present, which you'll see once we get into the game, that it cannot be a Dayan unless it is not one of those maps at the time. It does change. Ghost types are now sorted alphabetically in the journal, which is actually really fucking nice. Again, I will show you all this as we go, but kind of great. I noticed this yesterday. I was playing last night and it was very, very nice. And I also like that all of the evidence tells you what you need, like what the evidence means, because there's things like freezing that I didn't know meant 0 degrees or lower in Celsius. I thought it had to be negative to be freezing temps, no matter what. Even if it was 0.0, that didn't count as freezing, even though technically that is freezing. But hey, we learned something. Nell's Diner now unlocks for players at level 5. Previously, I think it might have been higher. I'm not entirely sure on that one. There's lowered RAM usage across all maps, and dead players will no longer be rewarded for ghost identification event points, which kind of sucks, but it makes sense if you die, I guess. And then they just fixed a bunch of issues that looks like a lot of it is Nell's Diner related. But yeah, we also have things like a little Krampus sack, which I will show you as I get into the game. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Also, just so you guys know, and this is something that I have noticed, you may be missing badges and cabinet trophies upon loading Phasmophobia after downloading the update. If this is encountered, load into a contract and exit back to the menu. This should solve the issue. I will go in, now that I've been in the game and played a bit and gone into a contract and like exited the game, I'll go in and see if mine are fixed and we can go from there. But let's get into the game and see what all of this looks like. Okay, so first things first, my badges are all back, so that's nice. I see I have them all. That's happy. That makes me happy. Good. So as you can see here, we've got the little presents by each map, and those indicate the holiday event maps. So as it stands, Tanglewood is where the challenge mode will be, which means I cannot get a Dayan because it's a female ghost. Same with a Banshee. I won't have a Banshee because Krampus is a male ghost, and Krampus will be at all of these maps because it is the Christmas event. So, but real quick, to go over the ghosts, here are the ghost types, all alphabetically labeled, which is very, very nice. So the Dayan is born from the soul of someone who suffered immense cruelty in life. Now in death, she is hyper-vigilant of anyone who dances too close. The Dayan gains strength to protect herself if people dance too close to her, i.e., if you are moving too close to her, she gains strength to protect herself. Her weakness is that she loses strength if people stand too close to her, stand still. Her evidence is EMF 5, Ghost Orb, and Spirit Box. It directly reacts to player movement. So it's going to move faster when players are moving and slow down if players stand completely still. The Dayan is designed to punish panic. I know we all do it, but if you keep running, it gets faster. If you freeze, it slows. And I know how scary it is in hunts to stop. I'm actually very surprised that last night while I was playing, this game actually scared me again for the first time in many, many years. I have played this game essentially since it came out. Apparently I got it about a month-ish after it came out, or like a week or two after it came out. And I've been playing this game ever since. I love Phasmophobia so much, but it used to scare the crap out of me, and it definitely does not scare me anymore. It's just fun to play, and I enjoy it. I also enjoy trying to relearn ghost behaviors and stuff, so I'm hoping that me going over these 3 new ghosts will help you guys as well. The best thing that you can do when it comes to a Dayan, even though I've never encountered one, is to test movement during hunts. If you walk, stop, and then walk again, you can compare the ghost speed changes, and if it speeds up, slows down, speeds up, then you know that you will likely have a Dayan. And like I said, their evidence is EMF 5, Ghost Orb, and Spirit Box. Then our next one we have is the Gallu. This one is going to be an interesting ghost to go against. So the Gallu is yet another form of a demon. Now we have 3 different forms of a demon. We have a demon, we have an Oni, which is apparently the cousin of the demon, and now we also have a Gallu, which is great. All aggressive ghosts, love it. The Gallu is a reminder that death comes for us all. Using protective equipment provokes the ghost until it's no longer effective. So the Gallu's strength is using protective equipment pushes the ghost to become enraged, weakening equipment effects. However, tying into that, its weakness is being enraged exhausts it, making protective equipment more effective. And its evidence is EMF level 5, ultraviolet, and Spirit Box. So it doesn't like protective equipment. As you can see, it hates it. It's going to be more aggressive if crucifixes are placed, smudge sticks are nearby, and may trigger hunts sooner than normal, or expected. I shouldn't say normal, sooner than expected. The biggest thing about this one is protection equals risk. If you remove gear and see, if you have gear in there and it seems like it's really aggressive, you might have a Gallu. If you remove gear and see that the aggression drops, you might have a Gallu. And don't over-defend yourself. And I know that's very hard to do because in Phasmophobia, especially because I regularly play on professional, because that is where I'm comfortable at the moment, I was unsure if we might have had one last night. We also thought we might have had one of the new ones, Obambo, last night, but we did not. It's very understandable while playing Phasmophobia that you want to defend yourself as best you can. Usually the first thing I do when I go into a ghost room, as soon as I have discovered the ghost room, the first thing I put down is a crucifix. So this might be a bad idea for me. This ghost might be my weakness. It might be the next one that kills me the most because I just, we gotta do what we gotta do. This ghost actively reacts to things meant to keep you safe. So the first one was reacts to you and how you move. The second one reacts to your equipment. And the Obambo is the next one. And this one is also an interesting one. The Obambo alternates between calm and violent phases. It has long quiet periods followed by sudden aggression. And it makes players misidentify difficulty or sanity levels, which could be interesting. Totally makes sense though. And it feels safe until it isn't. The Obambo, that's what makes it dangerous. So, the Obambo is the ghost of someone never properly laid to rest. Fickle and defensive, it flickers between states of calm and aggression. Its strength is while it's aggressive, the Obambo is quicker to start hunting. But its weakness is while calm, the Obambo is slower to start hunting and easier to track. And its evidence is ghostwriting, ultraviolet, and dots. Speaking specifically for because of this weakness. You can track the hunt patterns over time. Don't ever trust calm behavior. Never in Phasmophobia should you ever trust calm behavior, even if it's a shade. Shades have even shown me that they're not really shy sometimes. It just depends on the shade you get, I guess. And definitely compare your activity spikes as well. You can watch the board in the truck if you want to see what the activity's like, and it will show you. So right before we get into actually playing a round or two for me to show you the things that the Winter's Jest has brought us other than the new ghosts, some things that you can remember about these 3 ghosts is to always test movement speed, don't rely on protection blindly, track hunt timing, communicate clearly with your teammates, and just have fun. It should be very interesting. Let's get into challenge mode and I'll tell you guys what that's about as well, because that is also the challenge mode of the week. If you guys did not know, every week Phasmophobia has a challenge mode, something that you guys can do if you feel like the normal game modes are just too easy for you. Originally, Phasmophobia only had the 3 difficulties, which were amateur, intermediate, and professional, and then they added nightmare a little bit later because a lot of people said professional was too easy, and then they added insanity because nightmare was too easy for some people, and now they have it where you can just make it as hard or as easy as you want. Let's get into a round and see how we do. So we're going to go to Tanglewood because that is for the challenge mode. As you can see, I have challenge mode selected, and away we go. Alright, so as you guys can see, we've got tier 1 and 2 items, I do believe, or maybe it's all just tier 2 items. I'm pretty sure this is a tier 1 flashlight. But we're going to go in with a flashlight, obviously, a camera for the bone, and a thermometer. And then always make sure you have a lighter on you, as you can now carry 4 things. And I will show you guys what the Krampus sack does. So we've got a Justin carry, which probably means we do not have a Dayan or a Banshee. We have to detect a ghost presence with a motion sensor, get an average sanity below 25%, and repel the ghost with incense while chasing someone. And away we go to see if we can get it right this time. Real fast before I go in though, here is Krampus's sack. He's got a naughty or nice list right on the front here. And some fun little facts about this real fast is all of these names, you basically go and collect the things beside them. So as you go into the house, you will see cute little wooden, they look like they're wooden toys. Gingerbread men, candy canes, little elf toys, reindeer stars, capybara, bear, whatever that is. Things like that, as well as sticks and coal. Now, apparently, if your character that you play is named on the naughty list, you cannot complete this, and you will get a box way too early with a lump of coal in it. I found that out last night. But if you complete this whole list, the nice and naughty, you will get a box, a gift, if you will, and it might have something useful in it. You never know. So in we go. House is all nicely decorated. The first thing I go to look for is the power box. Generally, it is either in the garage in Tanglewood or in the basement. And because I hate basements, it's gonna be in the basement. Also, this is the crappiest flashlight ever. But hey, that's fine. Okay. So as you can see, we've got some sticks, which I can't pick up because my hands are not free. But we can start going around, turning on some lights in each room, checking out where the ghost might be. It looks like it could be a kitchen ghost. And you also have these fun little Krampus boxes. Spooky. Those contribute to event points as well. So if you open those and do the little Krampus sack challenge thing. Oh, also fun fact, there is no hiding spots on this challenge mode either. So if you're getting chased by a ghost, you are fucked. Got little capybaras. They are worshipping the blanket, and the bunny wants to be part of it. Let me take one of these guys with me. Protect me, little elf man. See if we even need one of these guys. I think we do. Yep. So you just press G to throw him. As you can see, he makes noise and in he goes. And then you get a little sound that tells you that you've checked that part off. And we have freezing temperatures. So as you can see here as well, the evidence is very nicely laid out for you. So it literally tells you exactly what each piece of evidence means. So EMF 5 is obviously get a level 5 reading. Dots is witness a ghostly disturbance within the dots. Finger, hand, or footprints with the UV light. So that's very nice. Ultraviolet also tells you exactly. So you can get fingerprints, handprints, or footprints, which is nice. Freezing is getting reading below 0 Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit on a thermometer. Ghost orbs is obviously ghost orbs on video through video camera, video feed, or headgear. Ghost writing is have a ghost write and a ghost writing book that's been placed down, obviously. And spirit box is obviously hear a reply on the spirit box after asking a question. So, with our freezing temps, we have a potential Demon Hantu, Moroi, Jin, Oni, Onryo, Revenant, Shade, Mimic, Twins, or Yuri. Literally none of the new ghosts. But that's okay. We're gonna figure out what we got. Yep, we do. Right there. The orbs could be a fake, though, because it could be a mimic. Do we need another one of these dolls? I think we do. Yeah, we need 3 of them. We have ourselves an Onryo, ladies and gentlemen. Did we need a nutcracker? I think so, yeah. And a candy cane. We need 2 candy canes. One of the other fun things about the ghost is that no matter what ghost it is, if it's Krampus, which it will be, on a event map like Tanglewood, at the moment anyways, you will hear hooves, jingle bells, and creepy ass shit when you're being hunted. So just keep that in mind. Speaking of being hunted, I'm gonna go take some sanity so I don't get hunted while I try and collect these things for y'all. Okay, and then we need a reindeer, a candy cane. Got the reindeer and the candy cane. You just aim and throw your throw button. There you go. And now we need a little elf doll and a capybara. How dare. Hissing at me. There we go. So we finished the nice side. Ah, here they are. So there is one rock that I missed. It's a 1 lump of coal versus 3 lumps of coal, I guess. Okay, and then we need 1 more 3. And then you guys can see what the Krampus sack does for you. So generally you're going to want to do the Krampus sack sometime during your investigation before you find out what the ghost is, because it might give you something useful. We shall see what we get. So there you go. You see that the bag fills up with coal. And everything is crossed off. And now we click on this and see. What do we get? A cookie. They gave me a cookie. Can I use the cookie? Can I eat it? I cannot eat the cookie. Wow. Alrighty then. We're gonna do the Onryo test, even though I know it's an Onryo. Unless for some reason the behavior is way off and it's not an Onryo. But we do have those 3 pieces of evidence, and it talked on the spirit box, so it cannot be a mimic. I did not mean to throw that. Oh, I see you turned off the lights. That's great. Finally blew it out. Or it went out. I'm not really sure which. Okay. I need to blow it out 3 times. And then burn the crucifix for it to be an Onryo. Okay, cool. 1 more time. You're a bitch. Can I relight this one too? I doubt it. Oh, I can. Sweet. Okay, so it did blow that one out. That means, oh, hold on. That means it's blown out 3. Okay, hold on. We may have a problem here. Unless the Honorio has changed, which is possible. Yeah, there goes the 3rd one, and the crucifix did not light up. So either that means they have changed what an Honorio does, or it's a mimic. Because that orb could be fake. Come on, can you walk in the salt over here for me? UV, it's a motherfucking mimic. You bitch. Okay. I didn't like that. I'm gonna leave now. Look, guys. I discovered a thing. Good thing I tried the Onryo test to see if it was an Onryo, huh, guys? Shit, I pissed it off, apparently. Jesus. Okay, we got a mare. Let's go. Jesus. What the fuck? How did it hunt in that? What? Okay, bye. I don't know how you didn't set off either crucifix, get a hunt through, and then hit the crucifix, but, we're good. Alright, so despite our trying, we did not get one of the new ghosts, unfortunately. But if I do get a new ghost anytime before this video goes up, I will insert the clip here. Otherwise, you can maybe catch me going against one of the new ghosts on my Twitch streams. The name is the same as here. Twitch.tv/Sokane. And remember, the best thing that you can do is if you remember one thing. Make sure you double check the behavior before you lock in the evidence. And I have a very, very good example of that in this video with that mimic I had, where I thought it was an Onryo. I had it all ready to go. I was going to guess Onryo, and it was a mimic. These ghosts are some of the most behavior focused in Phasmophobia, which is very true. And if this helped, please drop a like. Let me know which ghost has wiped your team already. Make sure you subscribe for more Phasmophobia breakdown or more Phasmophobia information if you'd like to know more. And comment which ghost you want to see in the game next. Maybe, just maybe they'll add it. I think that this is a really cool way to incorporate new ghosts. I like that we finally have some new ghosts. And the gender of the Banshee, the Dayan, and Krampus is very interesting. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. If this helped, let me know as well. If I missed anything or got anything wrong, please also let me know in the comments. And I will see you guys either on my Twitch stream or for another video, hopefully sometime next week. Have a great day, you guys. Thank you for watching. And remember, dare to climb, but don't be afraid to fall. Bye, guys.